I clocked in at 11 p.m. sharp. The badge beeped, and the hallway smelled like bleach and burned coffee. "Cole," Nurse Lena Park said, "you look like a ghost." "I'm still breathing," I said. "Barely." "You eat." "I had coffee." "That's not food," she said. "And Maya keeps calling." "You ignoring her again?" My phone buzzed like a warning. "I'll call her later." "Later doesn't count," Lena said. "She's tired of being second place." "She understands," I said, but my voice didn't. "Sure," Lena muttered. "That's why she sounds like she's about to cry." I turned away before my face gave me up. Night shifts paid the bills. That was my excuse. It was also my cage. "Ethan." The voice came from the stairwell. Dr. Victor Hale stood there, coat perfect, eyes cold. "Dr. Hale," I said. "What's up?" "Walk," he said. I followed him into a quieter corridor. He didn't waste time. "I need you tonight. Unscheduled. No questions." "I'm already on," I said. "I'm off at 7. "Not tonight," Victor said. "You stay until I say you're done." "I can't," I said. "I have." "You have bills," he cut in. "And a future. Don't make me repeat myself." My jaw tightened. "Why me?" "Because you're competent," he said. "And because you don't talk." "I need details." He leaned closer. "No, you need obedience." My throat went dry. "At least let me call Maya." "After," he said. "If anyone asks," you volunteered. "That's a lie." "That's cover," Victor replied. "When the pager hits, go to trauma 2. Don't leave the floor." He turned away like I was a nurse he'd dismissed. I stood there, angry at him, angrier at myself. My pager buzzed 20 minutes later. Trauma 2. Lena saw my face. "He pulled you, didn't he?" "It's nothing," I said. "That's what people say before they get hurt," she snapped. "Don't let Victor use you." "I don't have a choice," I said. "You always have a choice," she said. "You just hate the price." I pushed through the trauma doors. The room was loud, fast, and scared. "Male, 58, a paramedic shouted. Unresponsive, breathing shallow, pressure dropping. They slid him onto the bed. His suit cost more than my monthly rent, and his skin was gray. "Name?" I asked. "Grant Lively," the paramedic said. My stomach dipped. I knew that name from ads and headlines. I forced my hand steady. "Airway," I said. "Oxygen. Fluids. Vitals now." A woman in a dark blazer stepped up, eyes sharp. "I'm Nora Finch, his assistant. Don't mess this up." I met her stare. "I'm trying to save him." "Step back." She didn't. "You're Dr. Ethan Cole?" "Yes." "Good," she said. "Then you understand what happens if you fail." "What happens is he dies," I said. "And I won't let that happen." Lena moved beside me. "Pressure is crashing." "Vasopressors," I said. "Prep to intubate." Nora cut in. "Call Dr. Hale." I looked at her. "Why him?" "He has to be called," she said, like it was normal. My chest went cold anyway. "Lena, page Hale." Lena hesitated. "Ethan, page him," I repeated. The two went in on my second try. The monitor beeped fast and thin. "Stay with me," I whispered. Victor arrived without hurry. He scanned the room, then locked on me. "How long?" he asked. 10 minutes, I said. He almost coded. Victor's eyes flicked to Nora, then back. "Transfer to ICU. I'll handle everything else." "I'm the doctor on him," I said. Victor stepped closer. "You're on what I say you're on." Nora watched, silent, like she was counting wins and losses. "He's my patient," I said, voice low. Victor's smile was small and mean. "And your license fits in my pocket. Don't test me." The words hit harder than a slap. I swallowed my pride. "ICU," I said. Hours blurred into orders and alarms. Mr. Lively stabilized, but only barely. When the sun started hinting at morning, I stepped into the hallway to breathe. Victor appeared like he'd been waiting. He grabbed my shoulder. "You did well," he said. "Then why does this feel dirty?" I asked. His voice turned flat. "You didn't see anything. You didn't hear anything." I let out a short laugh. "What is this?" "Repeat it," he said. My mouth tasted like metal. "I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything." "Good," he said. "Go home. Sleep. And keep your mouth shut." I drove home with my hands tied on the wheel. When I opened the apartment door, the silence felt staged, like a set before actors walk in. Maya stood in the kitchen. Her phone was face down on the counter. She looked up too fast. "Hey," she said. "You're home." I stared at the phone, then at her careful smile. I set my keys down. Why is your phone face down? I asked. Maya's fingers twitched. It kept lighting up. Who's texting at 6? She shrugged. Does it matter? It does, I said. I got forced into an extra shift all night long. Her eyes flashed. By who? Yeah, I said. I'm home. I stepped inside and froze. The apartment smelled like lemon cleaner, like someone had tried to erase a scene. Maya stood at the stove, but she jerked when the door clicked. You're home early, she said. I'm not early, I said. It's after 6. She blinked. I meant early for you. For me. I kept my eyes on her phone, face down on the counter. Maya, were you last night? Here, she said too fast. All night, I asked. Yes. She crossed her arms. Why are you asking like that? Because you jumped, I said. And your phone is hiding. It kept buzzing, she snapped. I wanted quiet. From who? I asked. Footsteps sounded in the hallway. My stomach dropped before I even saw him. Ryan Carter walked out like he belonged there, rubbing his neck. Bro, Ryan said, smiling, don't start. I came to check on her. I stared. Check on her from my hallway? She called me, he said. You weren't answering. Maya cut in. I was worried. Worried about what? I asked. Ryan chuckled. Man, night shift made you intense. My voice cracked. Ryan, why are you in my apartment? He lifted his hands. We talked. She was stressed. I showed up. At what time? I asked. Late, he said. Not crazy late. I looked at Maya. You said you were here. I am here, she shot back. I never said I was alone. That line hit like a cheap knife. Ryan leaned closer. You're overreacting, he said. Back up, I said. He blinked. Seriously? Yes, I said. Leave. Maya stepped between us. Ethan, stop. Stop what? I asked. Pretending this is normal? Ryan's smile hardened. Fine. I'm going. Call me when you calm down. He headed for the door, then turned to Maya. Text me if you need anything. Don't, I said. He ignored me and left. The door shut. Maya exhaled like she'd been holding her breath for hours. You happy now? She asked. No, I said. I feel sick. She rolled her eyes. You're imagining things. I saw him, I said. That's not imagination. The story, she said. The drama in your head. I stepped closer. Are you seeing him? Her gaze slid away. Ethan, that's an answer. I whispered. It's not like that, she said quickly. He's just there when I need someone. Because I'm never here, I said, bitter. Because you're never here, she fired back. I eat alone. I sleep alone. I wake up alone. I'm working, I said. For us. She laughed once sharp. For who, Ethan? You're always gone. I swallowed. I'm going to shower. Good, she said too quick. At the hospital that night, the lights felt harsher than usual. Lena Park found me near the supply room, staring at the floor. Ethan, she said softly, you look wrecked. I'm fine, I lied. She stepped closer. No, your face is empty. What happened? Nothing, I said. Nothing doesn't make your hands shake, she said. I shoved my hands into my pockets. I just need sleep. Sleep won't fix betrayal, Lena said. My heart jumped. What? She held my stare. I've seen that look on people who got stabbed in the back. Talk, or it'll rot inside you. Pride locked my throat. I can handle it. Lena's jaw tightened. You always say that. I walked away before my eyes gave me up. I'll shift. I heard Maya's words. He's just there when I need someone. During a lull, I called Maya. It rang 4 times, then went to voicemail. Maya, it's me, I said, forcing calm. I'm on shift. I'll be home after midnight. Please just answer. A text popped up a minute later. Busy. Don't start a fight. I typed back. I'm not fighting. I'm scared. No reply. Then another message, short and blunt. Stop watching me. My chest tightened. I didn't know if she meant my questions or my love. In the distance, I heard laughter, then the line went dead on me. Near midnight, I got home. Maya was on the couch, scrolling, not looking at me. Hey, I said. Hey, she replied flat. I took out the trash. A clean white slip sat on top, like it wanted to be found. A receipt. Expensive restaurant. 2 entrees. 2 desserts. Wine. Yesterday's date. I walked back and held it out. What is this? Maya glanced once. Trash. It's a receipt, I said. For a place I've never been. She shrugged. Maybe it blew in. Into our kitchen? I asked. From where? She sighed like I was a child. Ethan, you're imagining things. I kept my voice low. Did you go there with Ryan? Her eyes flashed. No. Then who? I asked. She stood. I'm done. I'm going to bed. I watched her walk away, and the apartment felt like it was shrinking around me. I stared at the receipt until the numbers blurred. I told myself I was tired. But deep down, I knew the truth. While I worked nights to hold my life together, someone else was quietly rewriting it in my own home. I stopped sleeping like a normal person. I slept in sharp pieces. When my alarm rang, my chest was already tight. Maya noticed, but only like someone noticing a mess they don't want to clean. You're staring again, she said over breakfast. It's creepy. I'm tired, I said. Work's been insane. Then quit nights, she replied. Or stop acting like I'm your enemy. I'm not acting, I said. I'm asking questions. She set her phone screen down. Because you don't trust me. Because you hide, I said. Her eyes hardened. I hide from your mood. That's different. Ryan texted me that afternoon. What time you off? I didn't answer. 10 minutes later. You on nights again? My stomach turned. I hadn't told him my schedule this week. At the hospital, the air felt heavy. In the break room, 2 residents whispered near the coffee machine. You hear about Hale? One said. The other snorted. Hale always has friends. Friends who make problems disappear, the first said. They went quiet when I walked in. Lena caught me at my locker later. I stood there with the door open, staring at my scrub pockets like a bomb might be inside. Ethan, she said, talk to me. I'm fine, I said. No, she said. You look like you're waiting for the floor to fall out. It's home stuff, I admitted. Home stuff with Maya? Lena asked. I flinched. Don't say her name like that. Like what? She pressed. Like I can see you drowning? For a second, I almost told her everything. Ryan in my hallway. The receipt. Maya's cold eyes. But pride stepped in front of my words. It's nothing, I lied. Lena's face tightened. Nothing doesn't keep you awake. She lowered her voice. Listen, if Victor's involved in anything, don't stand alone. I forced a grin. Victor isn't in my home. Lena didn't smile. Not yet. Promise me you'll call. I'll shift. I played normal. Then my phone buzzed with a message from Ryan. Tell Maya I can pick her up if she needs groceries. My hands went cold. I typed, why are you texting her? Then deleted it. I typed stop. Deleted that too. I shoved the phone away like it burned. When I got home, I acted like a man with nothing to fear. Hey, I said. Maya looked up from the couch. Hey, how was your day? I asked. Fine, she said. Anything new? I asked. She shrugged. You're being weird again. I'm trying to be normal, I said. Then stop interrogating me, she replied. I nodded, even though it felt like I was signing my own silence. I showered, ate a few bites, and told myself I'd sleep. At 2:13 a.m., a soft buzz woke me. Not my phone, Maya's smartwatch on the dresser. The screen flashed a message preview and a little heart icon. I stared at it like it was a live wire. Maya, I whispered. She didn't move. Her breathing stayed slow, practiced. My hand shook as I reached for the watch. Another buzz. Another preview. Miss you. I set the watch down and looked at the tablet on the nightstand, the one we use for streaming. The watch was paired to it. I knew because I set it up for her last month when she smiled and said, "You're good at fixing things." My fingers hovered over the screen. Don't, I told myself. Don't do this. Then I remembered Ryan's smile on my doorway. I tapped the notification. A voice message opened. I pressed play. Ryan's voice filled the room, low and confident. He'll be gone again. He always is. Maya's laugh came next, soft like she was trying not to wake me. I know. My chest caved in. I sat up dizzy. Ryan continued. We just have to be careful. He's getting suspicious. Maya's voice was close to the mic. He's tired. He's easy to steer. Ryan said good. Keep him busy with his hero doctor act. Maya sighed. Don't call it that. It's pathetic. My teeth clenched. Ryan spoke again. Tomorrow, same plan. I'll swing by after his shift starts. Maya whispered. And the other part? Ryan paused, then said, Victor will handle it. I blinked. Victor? Maya answered like the name belonged in her mouth. Victor said Ethan won't push back if he's scared. Ryan chuckled. Hale's a machine. If he says he can crush your boyfriend, he can. My stomach flipped. Maya murmured, "Just make sure you don't leave proof." Ryan's voice turned serious. "The proof will be Ethan's own signature, if Victor's guy does it right." I slapped the volume down with a shaking thumb, like lowering it could lower the pain. My ears still rang with their voices. I stared at Maya's sleeping face. She looked peaceful, like she hadn't just buried me alive. I wanted to scream. I wanted to wake her and demand answers until she broke. I wanted to punch the wall, punch the past, punch myself for trusting them. Instead, I whispered into the dark, "Okay, so it's not just betrayal. It's a plan." My breath came fast, but my thoughts turned cold. If it was a plan, then it had steps. If it had steps, it had weak points. And if they thought pain would make me quiet, they didn't know what pain could teach a man who had nothing left to lose. I didn't confront them. Not yet. I smiled at Maya, nodded at Ryan's texts, and walked through my days like I was harmless. At breakfast, Maya said, "You look better today." "Sleep helped?" I lied. "Good," she said. Her phone buzzed, and she flipped it over quick. I rinsed my cup, wanting to do dishes. "Since when do you offer?" she asked. "Since I'm trying," I said. She watched me like she was checking for a trap. "Okay, thanks." When I left, she called, "Don't stay late." "I won't," I said, even though I didn't control that anymore. Ryan texted as I rode the elevator up, "You good now?" I typed, "All good." Then I added a smiley face and hated myself for it. Lena caught me at the nurse's station. "You're acting weird." "I'm acting normal," I said. "That's the weird part," she replied. "What do you want?" I lowered my voice. "I need help." Her eyes sharpened. "With what?" "Security footage requests," I said. "The right way. No mistakes." Lena crossed her arms. "What?" "A patient complaint," I lied. "Someone claims I skipped a check. I want proof." She stared at me until my skin felt hot. "That's not your usual tone, Ethan." "Just show me," I said. "Please." She sighed. "Fine." You file through admin date, time window, camera location, and a reason that sounds boring. "Boring?" I repeated. "Boring keeps people from asking questions," she said. "Copy compliance, but don't act like you know anything." "Whose compliance?" I asked. "Caleb Stone," Lena said. "He acts nice, but he's paid to protect the hospital." I nodded like I was only learning paperwork. Inside, my heart beat hard. I pictured Ryan's grin, Maya's laugh, and Victor's warning, and my stomach tightened again. Lena leaned closer. "If this is about Victor, don't do it alone." "It's not." I lied again. She didn't believe me. "If you're scared, say it." "I'm not scared," I said. "I'm awake." A code call blasted over the speakers. "ICU transfer incoming." I moved fast, mask on, hand steady. In trauma, the stretcher rolled in and my stomach dropped. "Mr. Grant Lively." Again. Nora Finch followed, heels clicking like a warning. She saw me and walked straight up. "Doctor," she said. "Your name came up." My throat went dry. "In what way?" She didn't answer directly. "There are people who act friendly, Dr. Cole." "They aren't." I swallowed. "Are you talking about my senior?" Nora's gaze stayed on mine. "I'm talking about anyone who smiles while holding a knife." I glanced at the monitors. "He needs oxygen." "Step back." She stepped back, but not far. "Mr. Lively remembers you." "He was barely conscious," I said. "He remembers your voice," she replied. "He asked if you were safe." My pulse spiked. "Safe from what?" Nora's lips pressed tight. "I can't say in the open." Lena joined me, whispering, "Vitals are unstable." "Start the protocol," I said. Then to Nora, "If you know something, tell me." Nora leaned in. "Someone tried to bury a mistake last time. Your name is convenient." I stared at her. "Convenient for who?" Her eyes flicked to the hallway. "The one who gave you the unscheduled shift." Before I could answer, Victor walked in. His calm was too smooth like polished metal. "Ethan," he said, "give me the chart." I handed it over and kept my face blank. "Here." Victor scanned it. "Good work. I'll speak to ICU." Nora watched him like she was memorizing his shape. Victor noticed and smiled at her. "Ms. Finch, we'll keep this quiet." A man in a suit appeared behind Victor, holding a folder. "Caleb Stone." He nodded once, polite and cold. Caleb said, "Dr. Hale, we should discuss documentation." Victor's voice stayed soft. "Of course. Not here." They moved toward a side corridor. I followed with my eyes, pretending I was focused on the patient. In the reflection of a glass cabinet, I saw Victor tilt his head toward Caleb. Victor said, "We keep this quiet." Caleb replied, "Quiet is fine, as long as it's clean." My stomach turned. Nora caught my stare. She murmured, "You see it now." I whispered back, "I do." My shift ended, but my nerves didn't. At home, Maya waited on the couch, legs crossed like she practiced. "We need to talk about our future," she said. I almost laughed, then swallowed it. "Sure." She patted the cushion beside her. "Sit." I sat, leaving space. Maya said, "I want stability, Ethan. A plan." "I have a plan," I said. "Work, pay debts, build a life." She shook her head. "That's you disappearing." "I'm right here," I said. "Physically," she replied. "But your mind is always at the hospital." I watched her eyes slide to her phone, then back to me. She asked, "Do you trust me?" I answered slowly, "I'm trying." Her voice sharpened. "That's not yes." I held her gaze and felt something break loose inside me. I didn't recognize the woman across from me. And when I heard my own calm voice, I didn't recognize myself either. I thought the worst was at home, until the hospital turned on me. "Dr. Cole," a clerk called. "Compliance wants you." Now. My stomach tightened. "What for?" She wouldn't meet my eyes. "Conference room B." I walked in and saw Caleb Stone at the table, a neat stack of papers in front of him. He didn't offer a smile. "Sit," Caleb said. I sat, palms damp. "What's going on?" "This is serious," he said, sliding the stack toward me. "A complaint has been filed. Negligence, rude behavior, unprofessional conduct." "That's not me," I said, flipping pages. "Who wrote this?" Caleb tapped a line. "It's attached to your charting from the unscheduled shift." My throat went dry. "That shift again." "Read," he said. I stared at a form with my name printed at the top. At the bottom was a signature that looked like mine. Almost. The loops were wrong, like someone drew me from memory. "That's forged," I said. Caleb's eyes stayed calm. "And this one has your stamp." "I didn't stamp that," I said. "I didn't even see this form." Caleb folded his hands. "Then someone is using your credentials." I swallowed hard. "So what happens now?" "We investigate," he said, "and you cooperate." The door opened behind me. "Ethan," Victor Hale said softly, like he'd arrived to rescue me. I didn't turn right away. "Dr. Hale." Victor took the seat beside me without asking. "Caleb, let's not scare our resident." Caleb replied, "I'm not scaring him. I'm informing him." Victor looked at me with practiced warmth. "I can help you if you cooperate." I faced him. "Cooperate with what?" Victor's smile was small. "With the process. With me." Caleb slid another paper forward. "Temporary restrictions may be necessary." "Restrictions?" I asked. "On my work." Victor leaned closer. "Ethan, listen. This can disappear." Quietly. My pulse jumped. "You can make it disappear?" He shrugged. "People make mistakes. Paper gets corrected." "And what do you want?" I asked. Victor's eyes held mine like a lock. "I want you to be smart." "That's not an answer," I said. Victor's voice stayed gentle. "Stop asking questions. Stop looking at footage. Go back to doing your job." Caleb watched us like we were a chessboard. "Dr. Cole, do you deny the complaint?" "I deny all of it," I said. "And my signature is fake." Caleb nodded once. "Noted. We'll follow up." Victor stood. "Ethan, come talk to me outside." In the hallway, Victor's warmth vanished. "You're making this harder than it needs to be." "You set me up," I said low. His smile returned, colder. "Careful. I won't take the blame," I said. Victor's eyes flicked to passing staff. "Then you'll lose everything you worked for." He walked away like my fear was already signed. Lena found me near the vending machines. Her voice dropped. "Someone's setting you up." "I know," I said. "It's Victor." Lena's jaw tightened. "I have someone you should meet." She led me to the ambulance bay. A paramedic leaned against a gurney, tired eyes, strong hands. Lena pointed. "This is Owen Reed." Owen straightened. "Dr. Cole." "Ethan," I said. "What did you see?" Owen rubbed his neck. "That night, your unscheduled shift." I brought in lively. My chest tightened. "Go on." Owen looked at Lena, then back at me. I saw Victor switch a label. My blood went cold. "A label on what?" "Med bag," Owen said. He acted like it was normal. I didn't understand it then. Why tell me now? I asked. Owen exhaled. Because your name's getting dragged. And because I can't sleep either. Lena said, he'll write a statement if you need it. I nodded, throat tight. I need everything. That evening, Ryan showed up on my door with a bottle and an easy grin. Peace offering, he said, holding it out. Rough week, huh? I almost threw it at him. Get out. Ryan blinked. What's your problem? Maya appeared behind him, soft voice, soft hands. She touched my arm. Ethan, you've been acting paranoid. I stared at her fingers on my sleeve. Her touch wasn't comfort. It was control. I'm not paranoid, I said. I'm paying attention. Ryan laughed. To what? Ghosts. Maya's eyes darted, not to me, but past me, like she was checking time. That's when I understood. She wasn't scared for me. She was scared I'd ruin their timing. I stepped back. Both of you leave. Maya's face stiffened. Ethan, don't do this. I'm doing it, I said. Ow. Ryan's smile faded. Fine. Call me when you calm down. The door shut, and the apartment felt like a stage after actors exit. My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Stop digging, Cole. No name. No emojis. Just a threat. I called Lena. Did you give anyone my number? No, she said. Ethan, are you alone? Yes, I lied. Don't, she snapped. Take pictures of the paperwork. Email it to yourself. And if Victor calls you, record it. I stared at the message again. This is getting real. It's been real, Lena said. You were just asleep. I opened my camera, snapped every page, and sent them to a new email labeled Lively Night Now. I opened my laptop. Okay, I whispered. If they want to destroy me quietly, I'll make sure they can't do it without a scream. I started a folder. Messages. Logs. Dates. Names. Every breadcrumb they dropped. I walked into the lobby and felt eyes stick to my back. A printed notice was taped near the front desk. Pending investigation. Dr. Ethan Cole. My badge beeped red when I tried to enter the staff hall. The guard frowned. Badge is flagged. I work here, I said. Not today, he replied. Talk to compliance. A patient on a wheelchair whispered. That's him. Two nurses I used to joke with looked away. I kept moving because stopping felt like dying. Lena caught me near the elevators. Ethan, don't look at them. I can feel them, I said. She grabbed my sleeve. You're not alone. It sure looks like it, I muttered. My hands shook, but I kept it behind my back. A resident walked past and said, Hope he gets fired. Lena snapped, Shut up. I forced a breath. What did they release? Someone leaked the complaint, she said. They made it sound like you almost killed a VIP. My career is a headline, I whispered. My phone pinged with an email from Caleb Stone. You were suspended from patient care pending review. No hello. No explanation. Just a digital door slammed in my face. I walked past the nurse's station. Conversations died. Someone dropped a pen and didn't bend to pick it up until I passed. I heard my name, then the word dangerous, then silence again. I want to shout I'm still me, but my throat felt glued shut. At home, Maya was waiting, arms folded, face calm like she'd practiced. Maybe you should take time off, she said. The relief in her voice hit me first. Time off. Until this clears, she added. It's safer. Safer for who? I asked. For you, she said, but she wouldn't meet my eyes. For us. Ryan showed up 10 minutes later with that easy grin. Man, it'll blow over, he said. His smile was wrong. It didn't reach his eyes. I stared at him. Why are you here? To support you, he said, quick. Maya jumped in. Ryan's just checking on us. My phone buzzed with a bank alert. Then another. I opened my app and my stomach dropped. The balance was almost zero. No, I whispered. Maya asked what? My account is drained, I said. Ryan's eyebrows lifted, fake surprise. Ow! I looked at Maya. Did you take money? Her mouth opened, then closed. Ethan, don't accuse me. I'm asking, I said. Because rent is due. Maya's voice went cold. I needed bills paid. Not $10,000, I said. Ryan said, maybe it's fraud. I called the bank anyway, because denial is a reflex. The agent said, transfers were approved with your login. I said, that's impossible. She replied, then someone had access. File a dispute. Her calm voice made me feel crazier than the theft. My phone buzzed again. A message from Victor. Meet me alone, or you'll lose your license forever. Lena called as if she sensed it. Tell me you're not going. He'll ruin me, I said. Then let me come, she pleaded. He said alone, I replied. If I bring you, he'll twist it. Lena's voice cracked. Ethan, please. I'm angry enough to be brave, I said. I went back to the hospital through a side entrance. Victor waited near an empty conference room. You came, he said. What do you want? I asked. He handed me a folder and a pen. Sign this. Take the blame. It's cleaner. I flipped the pages. Confession. Admission. My name's stamped everywhere. This is suicide. It's survival, Victor corrected. You take a hit, then you disappear. I didn't do it, I said. Victor's face hardened. Truth doesn't matter. Control matters. I won't sign, I said. He stepped closer. You're not special, Ethan. You're replaceable. My hands curled into fists. So are you. Victor smiled, thin. No, I'm protected. I leaned in. By who? Caleb? Lively? Maya. His eyes flickered at the last name. Careful. Meet me in daylight, I said. With lawyers. Victor's voice turned sharp. If you leave without signing, you'll never practice again. Then you'll have to destroy me loud, I said, and I walked out before my knees gave out. Outside Victor's room, I texted Lena. I didn't sign. She replied at once. Good. Go home. Lock your door. Screenshot everything. I stared at her message and realized one person believing me could keep me from breaking. When I got home, the apartment was half empty. Boxes sat by the door. Maya was packing with steady hands. No tears. You're really doing this, I said. She didn't stop folding. I needed stability. My throat burned. So you chose Ryan? Maya shrugged like I bored her. Ryan shows up. That shrug hurt more than screaming. It told me I was already erased. Ryan stood near the doorway, holding my spare keys. Don't make this ugly, he said. I laughed, broken. You already did. Maya zipped a bag. We'll be gone tonight. I stepped back. Get out of my life. They left without a goodbye. The door clicked shut, and the silence rushed in like water. I sank to the floor, back against the couch. My voice came out small. I don't know who I am without them. Then I stared at my laptop on the table, the evidence folder still open. I forced the next words out, steadier. But I'm going to find out. I stopped chasing Maya in my head. I stopped replaying Ryan's shrug. Pain still sat in my chest, but I turned it into fuel. Lena met me behind the cafeteria, near the loading dock. You look different, she said. I'm empty, I told her, so I can finally think. She handed me a flash drive. One key piece. Time-stamped. Camera C14. My fingers closed around it. You got footage? I didn't get it, she said, eyes sharp. I requested it the boring way, like you asked. It came to my inbox. I copied it before anyone could delete it. I swallowed. Lena, you're risking your job. She shrugged. So are you. Open it. We sat in my car. The laptop hummed. The clip played, a corridor, the medication room door, a time stamp for my unscheduled shift. Then Victor Hale appeared, calm as always. He scanned the hall, swiped a badge, and slipped inside. I froze. He went in. Lena pointed. At 1:47. You were in trauma 2 then, remember? I was intubating Lively, I said, voice tight. And Victor was in meds, she replied. Now we show it matters. Owen Reed climbed into the back seat after Lena texted him. You wanted me? He asked. I need a statement, I said. No guessing. Just what you saw. Owen nodded, pulling out a folded paper. I wrote it already. Date, time, location. I swear I saw Victor switch a label on a med bag. I swear I saw him walk out like nothing happened. My throat burned. Sign it. He signed with a shaky hand. I should have spoken sooner. You're speaking now, I said. That's what counts. Lena checked her phone. Nora Finch said she'd meet you. Why would she help? Owen asked. Because Victor threatened her boss too, I said. Or because she hates loose ends. An hour later, I sat in a quiet cafe with Nora across from me. She didn't order anything. She didn't smile. Doctor, she said, Mr. Lively want a clean name. I want my life back, I said. Nora leaned forward. Victor used your hands as cover. My jaw clenched. Say it clearly. She slid a folder across the table. He puts blame on tired residents. It keeps him spotless. I opened it and saw printed reports, old complaints, internal emails, names blacked out, but patterns obvious. My hand shook, but not from fear. From focus. I looked up. How did you get this? Nora's eyes stayed flat. Mr. Lively has people. And memories. Victor made an enemy when he got greedy. So Lively is helping me to protect himself, I said. He's helping himself. Nora corrected. You're a bonus. I nodded. I'll take it. Nora tapped the folder. There's a line in there where Victor says, residents rotate. Consequences don't. I swallowed hard. I'm the consequence. You can be, she said, if you move fast. I left the cafe with my chest tight and my steps steady. I didn't think about Maya. I didn't think about Ryan. I thought about timestamps, signatures, and truth. Caleb Stone agreed to meet after hours. He sat in his office with his tie loosened, like he was tired of the world. Dr. Cole, he said, you were told not to interfere. I'm not interfering, I said, placing the flash drive, Owen's statement, and Nora's folder on his desk. I'm documenting. Caleb's eyes narrowed. What is this? Evidence, I said. Not excuses. He plugged in the drive. The clip played. His face changed as Victor entered the medication room. Then Caleb read Owen's statement, then Nora's documents. His lips parted slightly. This is serious, he whispered. It's not just serious, I said. It's a trap with a trail. Caleb looked up. Why bring this to me? Because your compliance, I said. Either you fix it, or you're part of it. Caleb stared for a long beat. I'll open a formal investigation. Tonight, I said. Yes, he said, voice low. Tonight. When I got home, my apartment felt colder without Maya's noise. I sat on the floor with my laptop open, refreshing my backed-up files. My phone rang at 1:12 a.m. Maya's name flashed. I almost let it die. Then I answered. Ethan, she whispered, trembling, Ryan's been lying to me. I closed my eyes. Funny. He lied to me too. He said you were dangerous, she said. He said you'd ruin me. I heard her sniff. For 1 second, pity tried to rise. Then I remembered her laugh on the recording. Maya, I said, I'm done being your safety net. Please, she breathed. I don't know what to do. You made choices, I said. Now live with them. I hung up. The silence returned, but it didn't crush me. For the first time in months, I breathed like I was alive. A minute later, Lena texted, You okay? I typed, I'm standing. She replied, good. Don't crumble now. Then Caleb emailed one line. Evidence received. Hearing scheduled. My pulse steadied. I whispered, Victor, you want it quiet. You're going to get the loudest truth this place has ever heard. I barely slept before the hearing. My suit hung on the closet door like a stranger's skin. I put it on anyway and told myself, breathe, Ethan. Lena met me outside the conference wing. You ready? No, I said. But I'm here. She squeezed my shoulder. That's more than they expected. Inside, Caleb Stone sat at the front with a laptop and a thick file. 2 board members watched from the side. Victor Hale stood near the window, calm like he owned the building. Victor smiled at me. Ethan, you look better. I look awake, I said. He chuckled. Good. Then you'll understand what's about to happen. Caleb said, everyone sit. I sat. Victor sat across from me, still smiling. Caleb began. This hearing concerns allegations against Dr. Ethan Cole and counter-allegations involving Dr. Victor Hale. Victor leaned back. Counter-allegations? Dramatic. I stared at him. So is trying to steal my license. Victor's smile thinned. No one stole anything. You made errors. Caleb raised a hand. One at a time. Caleb clicked a remote. A slide showed my name in bold. Negligence, unprofessional conduct, risk to patient safety. It felt like my funeral program. Victor said, the hospital can't tolerate reckless residents. I replied, I wasn't reckless. You forced me into an unscheduled shift. Victor shrugged. I asked. You agreed. You always agree. Caleb asked, Dr. Hale, did you assign Dr. Cole that shift? Victor nodded. He volunteered. I was ordered, I said. Victor's eyes flashed. Careful. Caleb's voice stayed flat. We have a timeline. We also have video. Victor's posture changed. Video of what? Caleb plugged in a flash drive. Medication room entrance. Camera C. 14. 1:47. The clip played. The room went silent. Victor on screen checked the hall, swiped in, and entered the medication room while my chart showed me in trauma 2. One board member asked, "Dr. Hale, is that you?" Victor laughed lightly. "Looks like me. People enter medication rooms all the time." Caleb paused the frame. At 1:47, Dr. Cole was performing an emergency airway procedure. He could not be in both places. Victor said, "Documentation can be wrong." I said, "So can forged signatures." Victor turned to me. "You forged your own?" "Someone used my credentials," I said. Victor's voice softened. "Ethan, you're stressed. Unstable." Caleb said, "Facts only." Victor shifted tactics. "Then facts. He's paranoid. He harassed his partner. He accused co-workers. He's spiraling." My chest tightened, but I kept my voice steady. "You're trying to make me look crazy because the timeline makes you look guilty." Victor's jaw clenched. "Guilty of what?" "Saving patients." Caleb opened a folder. "We have a witness statement from Owen Reed, paramedic, regarding that night." Victor scoffed. "A paramedic?" Caleb read. "I saw Dr. Victor Hale switch a label on a medication bag." I didn't understand the impact then. I do now. Victor laughed louder. "Absurd." A board member asked, "Mr. Reed is present?" Owen stood from the back row. "I'm here." Victor snapped, "You're lying." Owen said, "I'm telling the truth." Victor said, "You want attention." Owen's voice shook. "I want my conscience back." Caleb placed another folder on the table. Documentation provided by Nora Finch, assistant to Mr. Grant Lively. Victor's smile vanished. "Lively isn't part of this." Caleb replied, "He's the patient in the complaint." His representative provided records of prior incidents with the same pattern. Caleb slid copies to the board. Residents blamed. Corrections made quietly. Dr. Hale's involvement noted in internal emails. Victor stood. "Witch hunt." I stood too. "Daylight." Victor pointed at me. "I trained you. I protected you. You used me," I said. Victor's voice dropped. "Sign the statement, Ethan. We can keep it clean." Caleb looked up sharply. "Did you just offer concealment during an active hearing?" Victor froze. His face finally cracked. "I meant." Caleb said, "Sit." Victor sat, breathing hard. A board member asked me, "Why didn't you come forward sooner?" I swallowed. I thought I was alone. Then I realized silence was the weapon. Caleb nodded once. After review, the board finds no basis to uphold the complaint against Dr. Cole. My ears rang. "What?" Caleb continued. "Dr. Cole's privileges are reinstated. His license status will be reported as cleared." My chest loosened so fast it hurt. Lena exhaled beside me. Caleb added, "Dr. Victor Hale is suspended pending a full investigation." Victor stared at the table. For the first time, he looked small. Outside, Lena stepped close. "You did it." I shook my head. "No, I survived it." She smiled, tired and proud. "Same thing." Near the exit, Maya waited. Her eyes were red. Her hands twisted together. "Ethan," she said, "I made a mistake." I stopped but didn't step closer. "A mistake is dropping a glass." She flinched. I panicked. "Ryan told me." "Don't," I said. "Don't explain him to me." Her voice broke. "I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd lose everything." I felt the scar inside me, real and permanent. "I did lose everything." She whispered, "Can we talk?" I kept my voice calm. That unscheduled shift didn't ruin my life. It showed me the truth. Tears slid down her cheeks. "Ethan, please." I shook my head once. "Goodbye, Maya." My phone buzzed as I crossed the lobby. Caleb's name flashed. I answered, voice low. "It's done." "It started," Caleb said. "Hale will fight. Be ready." "I'm always ready now," I said. He paused. "Your file will show cleared. If anyone asks, send them to me." "Thank you," I said, and meant it. Lena caught up, breathless. "You okay?" "I'm scared," I admitted. "But I'm not blind anymore." She nodded. "That's the difference." Outside, a black car waited at the curb. Nora stood beside it and gave me one small nod. No smile, just confirmation. Somewhere inside, Mr. Lively stayed invisible, but I could feel his power pushing the right doors open today. I walked past her, not as a man who won a fight, but as a man who finally chose himself.